Hi, in this video we will talk about color perception. So we should start by defining what color is. Color usually refers to the spectral energy density that an object reflects. In previous videos, we have used straight lines to represent light. The energy traveling in these lines is actually wavy, and the wavelength depends on the process that produced the light. We call it visible light to a wavelength range between 400 and 700 nanometers. However, special cameras or even other animals can see more than we do. We build up our definitions on this range because our physical limitations only allow us to see those wavelengths. Light containing energy at just one wavelength will look deeply colored. Isaac Newton said, "Richard of York got blisters on Venice," to remember the order of the now called spectral colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Indigo was depreciated because most people cannot distinguish it from blue or violet. If the light contains an equal mixture of all wavelengths, then the light will look white. But how do we see those colors? In the previous video, we talked about the human eye, and that in the retina there are photoreceptors that sense the incoming light. In humans, the perception of color happens due to a phenomenon called trichromacy. This means that the perceived color of the light can be matched by a linear combination of the three primaries. In other words, if we provide people with three lights with different wavelengths, and we ask them to modulate the intensity of each one, most people will be able to match the color of the target light. This is because our cones are usually receptive to three different wavelengths. Generally, humans have cones that respond to short, medium, or long wavelengths. Those receptors have been associated with red, green, and blue. However, the response range of each type of photoreceptor is wide, so the use of a specific color for each cone type is not accurate. A variation in the sensitivity and quantity of cones in an individual can result in color blindness. Additionally, we must perceive color by comparing the response of the receptor to one another. Therefore, many spectral energy densities cannot be distinguished by humans. Now, there are many ways to produce color light, starting by the light source. For example, incandescent lamps produce more yellow light compared to fluorescent lamps that produce more blue light. Our more important source of light is the sun. The sun is usually modeled as a distant bright point. When we take a picture in the outdoors, the object receives light directly from the sun, which is called daylight. But the objects also receive scattered light from the atmosphere, including the clouds, dust, rain, or snow. And this can be called skylight, and it varies during the day and through the year. If we plot the spectral energy density for a range of visible light, we will see that the color of the skylight varies depending on different factors. For example, it will look like this during a cloudless and clear sky, and something more like this during a cloudy day when the sky is gray, or something like this during a nice clear sunset. Another factor is the reflection properties of an object. An object with high diffusivity will look colored under white light. However, this can be really ambiguous because the color captured on the image is the result of the interaction between the color of the light and the color of the object's surface. Hence, when an object looks red in a picture, it can be that the surface of the object produces the red color when it's being hit by a white light. but it also can be that the object is white and the light is red, or any combination of the two. In this regard, resolving where does the color come from in a particular image can be extremely difficult. Okay, in this video we describe how color is related to the wavelength of light, that our eyes detect color by trichromacy, and that the perceived color of the object depends both in the source of light and the object properties. Okay, see you in the next video.